Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for joining me and Mr. Brooke Schneider on Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream. Now, some of you may be aware when you looked on the banner today for our live stream, there was a picture on there of a bearded gentleman. Well, that bearded gentleman is sitting directly opposite me, and there's a bit of a funny story behind it. Brooke Schneider and I once lived in the Philippines, and he was going back to Florida to sell his little holiday home that he had in Florida, and to Canada, and then coming back to the Philippines before we moved to Thailand. And he was so depressed and missing the warm weather, he grew a big beard, and we kept that picture and we put it on today's live stream, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. And you only saw that picture about 1 minute before we actually went live today.
I was ambushed.
It said, "Where the heck did you get that old picture?" Well, we kept it for all this time. So thank you for coming on and joining us. Last night we had a meet and greet at Fraser's. A lot of new faces.
A lot of new faces. Geez, I think it counted 3 new Canadians there.
3 new Canadians.
Yeah. So that was interesting. And you know, they're leaving Canada, Trudeau's Canada. They're not happy with that. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, we had quite a few ladies joining the group.
True.
Quite a few couples joining the group for the very first time, coming out here to Thailand, and said they love it.
Yeah.
It's so cheap. It's so affordable. I was talking to several of the ladies last night, and we're talking about food and things that they like and miss from the West. I'm saying, yeah, you can buy that here. You can buy that here. Yeah, but it's like 30 to 40% more expensive. I said, yeah, but when your medical, your dental, your rent, your electric, your water, your cost of living, and your transportation costs are all 80% cheaper than the West, I'm fine with paying the 30% import costs to get my little luxuries from the West.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, Coop. Yeah, okay.
I found it interesting, you know, people, we were looking at Mexico. We were looking at Portugal. We were looking here and there. But then we found your channel in Thailand. We never thought of Thailand. And big smiles, you know, tickled pink. That's why they came here, thanks to your channel in great part. So yeah, and happy.
And I met one nice young lady last night, and she says, "Coop, I've been watching you since your very first episode." I was like, "Really? Wow, that's a long time ago." And another subscriber said, "Yeah, when I first saw your channel, you'd only had about 200-300 subscribers. And today we're at 16,200
and growing.
So it's been absolutely fantastic. Had a blast. Met a lot of nice new people. A lot of old timers that have been here for a year now. I mean, I was speaking to Al and Linda and Wendy, and they were like, "Yeah, we've been here a year now.
Time flies
because of your channel."
Yeah,
and I'm like, really? Has it been that long already?
Yeah.
1 year. So fantastic. Had an absolute blast last night. Loved every minute of it.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's always a good time at the meet and greets. You know, there's always new people, and they'll come right up to us and shake our hands and, you know, thank us for doing the channel. And that's great to hear the stories.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
Yeah.
And how many people would you guess we had there last night?
Oh, 35, 40 maybe. Between 30 and 40 for sure.
Would you be surprised it was 51?
Was it 51? Wow.
51
You know,
people.
hey, I don't, unlike you, I didn't get up and count individual heads.
No, I just got a text message from Gary, the owner.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, then he
just popped up on my screen. He said you had an excellent turnout last night.
Yeah.
51 people.
Yeah.
They counted. So fantastic. Fantastic. Loved it. Right. Now let's get on with the news in Thailand. Right. So what's happening in Thailand? Two major things are happening in Thailand. It looks like casinos are going to get the go-ahead. The Kuntai Party, which is the party in charge of Thailand, is saying is pushing through Parliament as hard as they can to get these casinos up and running here in Thailand, and the plan is to open 5.
They want the money.
And they're saying that the revenue that they can get from these entertainment complexes, they're calling them now, politically correct Thailand, they're saying could be as much as 50% of GDP. 50% of GDP. That is a lot of money. And they're pushing through it very hard. Who's going to get the first license? We don't know. But they're looking at 2 in Bangkok, 1 in Chiang Mai, another one in Phuket, and 1 here in the Pattaya area. So fantastic news for Thailand. I hope it goes ahead. And Thais, they don't want to be gambling, so they're going to be putting a levy on the Thai people just to enter the casino.
Wow.
And that's floated somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 baht just to enter. Foreigners can go in for free. Thais would have to pay. Well, that's a huge change, because here in Thailand, foreigners always pay to go to different places like nature parks and stuff like that. Thais go in for free or pay a bare minimum. So that's a huge change there. And I can see it going ahead, and probably the first casino starting getting built next year.
Yeah, I can. I mean, most countries do the casinos. Canada started years ago. The States even before them, and it's a money thing. But as Malcolm and I were chatting about last night, like personally, I don't think it is good, because, well, it's going to bring extra crime and probably illicit drugs and everything else to go with it, you know. And, you know, people, a lot of the people that frequent those shouldn't, because they lose money, you know what I mean? And maybe they can't afford it. So, but hey, you know, time marches on. So,
yeah, well, I mean, a lot of Thais, what they do is they just go straight across the border into Laos.
well,
And there's casinos right at the border.
there is.
Yeah, you and I both know. We stayed at one. So, you know, casino hotels all over the place. On every crossing going into Laos from Thailand, there's a casino. You know, if you go in from the Vientiane side or you go in from the Mukdahan side, you're going to find a casino within 5 miles of the border.
I'm just not a big gambler. That's probably why. You enjoy it. You enjoy those one-arm bandits.
I do enjoy it.
You will like that.
I do enjoy them. But then I've got a sort of track record of breaking even most of the time.
Yeah.
So I have my little fun and then walk away. Knowing when to walk away is the key thing in anything, you know.
And if the government puts the money to good use, well, then it's maybe not so bad, you know.
Yeah.
But
other piece of news in Thailand, cannabis law.
Yes.
Okay, that is going back through Parliament again, because it's got a new prime minister.
Yep.
Thaksin Shinawat's daughter. And the new cannabis law is they're going to, instead of criminalizing it, they're going to make it legal, but restricted, is from what I understand there. So tell us about what you found on the cannabis law. You were bringing it up to me this morning.
I listened to quite a bit of the news there, and originally it was a harsher bill they were trying to put through. But with the new parliament and the new prime minister, it got watered down quite a bit. Originally, they were going to reclassify it back to being a narcotic. That's out.
Okay.
Originally, they were not wanting or going to allow personal use. Well, that's put out, you know, as far as being criminalized. Okay. So that's, you know, and I think they've realized, like, you remember how we were saying about every 4th business was a cannabis shop?
Yeah.
Turns out there's 9,600 of them in Thailand.
Wow.
And you don't want to be putting that many businesses out of work, you know. So, yeah, it's, and it still hasn't passed. It's going through Parliament. So they say they'll probably even get more watered down as they go further into the discussion. So we'll see. There will be changes, I'm sure. You know, maybe a medical card needed, which, you know, but anyways, yeah, interesting times ahead. We'll see.
Yeah. So, okay. So there's a casino, there's the marijuana. And then the other thing in the Thai news is the Formula One track.
Mm.
Looks like it's happening, and they're going to be building it in Rayong. So 2 weeks every year is going to be packed.
Yep.
In the area, I can see that happening, and I think it is fantastic.
Depends on the time of year when they run that.
Well, different countries, different time of the year.
It'd be smarter to run it in low season.
I think so.
Yeah, because there's obviously ample, accommodations, and you run that in high season, man, there'll be a fight over where you're going to stay.
Exactly. But it saves me going to Malaysia for the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that it's going to be just down the road, 30 minutes away, and I can go watch it. I always like the qualifying races there.
Oh, yeah.
As they're struggling to get the best lap time. Yeah.
2 weeks of the year.
Because they'll come here and they'll have what they call the test laps.
Yeah.
And then for the pre-qualifying, then the qualifying, then the actual race. So normally that time takes about 2 weeks. They have to get the cars used to the weather, the humidity, the track, select the tires, and, new track. People got to get used to it, the layout, memorize the turns and all that. And
they're building a new runway at the Utapao airport there.
Correct. They're building a third runway. Yeah.
For cargo planes. Mm-hmm. And apparently that's how they bring in the cars on the cargo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So there's an indication things are maybe going to happen along that line.
Yeah. So join us in today's discussion. So let us know your thoughts about the new cannabis rules, also about the casinos here in Thailand, good or bad. We'd like to know your thoughts. And also,
are you a Formula One?
Are you a Formula One, or do you like racing cars? All right, let's start today's show and see who we got online.
There's Big Al. Morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
And morning, Big Al. Thank you for coming on and joining us. And I got our first shout out to give here, and it's from Michael, who bought us a coffee and says, "That's a great haircut on Brooke. I bet he swims faster." Yes. Thank you for that, Michael. God bless you, brother.
Daniel Hall, good morning.
Good morning, Daniel.
Was there last night.
He was, yes.
Tekken, hello from Canada.
And hello, Tekken.
Captain Action, Henry from Tampa, thank you all for your hard work.
And thank you for that, Henry. Much appreciated. And if you're new to the show and you want your comments to appear live on air and we'll read them out for you, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a penny. And if you want to help support the channel, by all means, click this link right here on your cell phone camera, and it'll take you straight to our Buy Me a Coffee page. It costs $5 for one coffee, and it's highly appreciated.
Hope Pacino. Hi, Cooper. Everyone has been so nice reaching out to me. Not so nervous now moving to Thailand.
Yeah.
We got a good support network here.
It is.
In our area.
Our Facebook group, which is in the banner down below, and it's absolutely free to join. It doesn't cost a penny. Only requirement is you have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel, so we keep the bad people out. Yep. It's now over 1,500 people on there, all having a great time, making new friends.
And any questions you have, fired away at the group there. You'll get oodles and oodles of responses.
Yeah.
So, usually someone's done what you're looking at doing, and they'll have ideas for you as to what to expect. So,
yeah. And we're now at 270 subscribers, boots on the ground.
Good.
Living here in Thailand full time. Enjoying the good life.
Yep. Entitled in Pattaya. Good morning from my second week in Jomtien. Great to meet you.
And fantastic to meet you too. Thank you, Entitled in Pattaya.
Robert McMedia. Cooperate and Brooke, hello.
Cooperate and Brooke, hello. Thank you, Robert.
Gary Hart, good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke. Hope everyone is well.
And we are, Gary. Jerry, how you doing, brother?
Robert McMedia, Darkin, hello.
I think he means Darlene.
I think he's getting auto-corrected on all this.
She's in the room, our channel moderator over there, and while she's moderating, she's doing the ironing at the same time. So well done, babe, for multitasking there.
Robert McMedia, Darlene.
Yeah.
Ford Dog, good morning, Mr. Coop and Mr. Schneider. Glad to see you back. Did Mr. Coop bring you anything back from the cruise? Oh, yeah, he did. Good stream to you both. Yeah, he bought me some fridge magnets.
Yeah,
I appreciated that. was nice.
What else did I get you?
What else? Well, I can't think of anything other. There was a whack of fridge magnets.
Yeah, I got you some.
Oh yeah, some chocolates.
Chocolates.
Yeah.
Keychains.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a multitude of gifts.
Yeah, we brought back a bunch of souvenirs.
Must think highly of me, guys. Lloyd Scarborough. Good morning, guys. Headed to the beach.
And enjoy the beach there, Lloyd.
It's nice and cool this morning. Jim, thanks for the great info, Coop.
And you're very welcome, Jim. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Michael Kane, I agree.
I agree. Okay, which one do you agree with? The cannabis, the racetrack, or the casinos?
Robert McMedia, Vietnam has casino in Ho Tran.
Yeah. Most of Asia does have casinos. Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Malaysia, all surround Thailand, and they all have casinos. So I think Thailand is looking at the bigger picture and saying, hey, we need to
your point about going over the border to Laos, you're right on that. So anybody that they just hop over the border, you might as well keep the money in Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah. Terry Residency. Hi, Cooper. Did you get my message? Terry from Australia coming 27/11, November 27th.
No, Terry. Here's what's happened. I haven't got to it yet. And the reason why, when we came off the cruise ship in England, and I'd had my sort of phone off 90% of the cruise ship time. And when we landed in England and my phone caught a UK signal and automatically went online, I had over 400 emails, bro.
Ooh,
400. And I was saying to the guys last night, I said, guys, this is going to take me an eternity to answer, because every video we make, we get on average 50 to 100 emails come in every video that we make and put on YouTube.
Right.
Well, I've got 400 backlog to answer, and it normally takes me a day or two to answer the 50 to 100 emails.
Sure.
So I've got about a week's worth of email, a week worth solid of answering emails to do, and it's going to take me a little time, Terry, so bear with me.
Yeah, you have to watch out on those holidays, because you're Don Delona. Okay, there's Donnie. Good morning from the veranda at Dusit Grand Park 2, our building. Coffee is tasty this morning. Vote for Trump and Bitcoin goes over 100K. Correctamundo. Harris gets you 4 years of delay and SEC lawsuits. Look at their actions. Yeah, he's got a good point there. I can't see Harris winning, but
I don't know. I don't know. You look at one news channel and it says Harris is up by 6. You look at another news channel that says Trump is up by 8. Yeah, so more like it all depends on how the pollsters do it. A lot more women favor Kamala Harris. A lot more men favor Donald Trump. And I did see CNN's poll that they had. They did and New York Times did a poll as well. And the poll that they did, it was 54% women to 46% men. And of course, Harris is a 6-point lead in that regards. You poll it equally, they're about tie.
Yeah.
So I think they're just both news medias for Democrats and Republicans are just pumping their own narrative right now.
If you own any crypto, the only candidate that's crypto friendly is Trump. Harris won't even state a position on crypto. So I can't see anybody in crypto wanting to vote for Harris if they're concerned about their holdings, put it that way.
And that's something she needs to get on board with, because there's over 1 million American citizens that own crypto.
There's more crypto owners than dog owners.
Exactly.
It's like saying, hey, I don't like dogs. Hope Pacino, looking forward to meeting you, moving there mid-February.
Okay, mid-February. We'll look forward to meeting you there. Hope.
They have their timelines. That's a good thing. Yep.
Yeah. We've changed our meet and greets now so that the 4th Tuesday of every month. And we had the bar pretty much all to ourselves last night. Yeah. So fantastic.
It's a good time to have it.
Yeah.
Mike Clinton, are most of the pot shops are catering to foreigners?
Yeah, I would say so. The Thais are probably buying it local from the growers themselves.
Growing it themselves, or buying it local, whatever.
Exactly. And getting it a lot cheaper than the expats are paying for it. That's for sure. They speak the lingo. So yeah, but yeah, most of it is catered for foreigners.
Yeah, I would think.
I don't think Thais would pay that price. I'm sure they know a way to get it a lot cheaper.
But 9,600 pot shops in Thailand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a big business,
It is.
If you got an average of 2 to 3 people working per shop, I mean, you're talking 30,000 jobs. So that's
that's no small amount there.
No. Hope Pacino again. Have a good morning. Time for dinner where I am.
Okay, enjoy your dinner.
Scott Richmond, Scotty from California. Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. Greetings from California.
Good play on words there. And thank you, Scott, for coming on.
Scotty was here for a week and made a educated decision based on his checklist, and he went back home and selling out to move back.
Smart man.
Yep. Mike Clinton, Jenga rules don't affect me. Doesn't affect me.
It doesn't affect me one way or another either. To be honest.
No, me neither. Mike Baker. Hey, there's Mikey the man. Good morning, gang, from Onang Krabi, watching my Sens versus Leafs and the live stream.
And thank you, Mikey, for coming on and joining us from Krabi.
And they started up again. I didn't realize that, Mike. Okay, good.
See you in December, brother, when you come back
Mikey's a
up
hockey
here.
fanatic. He likes that. Mike Baker, hit the thumbs up button, gang.
Yeah, if you're watching the live stream, it doesn't cost you a penny. Hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe. It's also free. And then come over and join the Facebook group where you'll make a lot of new friends.
Willie Gilligan. Good morning, fellas. Question from, does Sean handle any monthly rentals? I was trying to save a little money from Airbnbs.
Yes, monthly and annually rentals and sales. He does it all. It's sort of like a one-stop shop. I did notice on the Facebook group, some people had said that they'd reached out to Sean and they didn't get replies. And I've had people email me and say, Cooper, I've reached out to Sean. I haven't got a reply. I then speak to Sean and say, hey, I got this email from this person here. Why didn't you reply? And Sean says, I did. Look, so here's what's happening. When Sean replies, all depends on your email and your internet browser settings. Sometimes it may detect it as spam and go into your spam folder. So what I did on the Facebook group yesterday is I went on there and I put Sean's WhatsApp number. So go in there and you'll see Sean's WhatsApp number, add him on WhatsApp and just send him a message and he'll get it straight away and he'll reply directly to your number, which makes life a lot easier. Yeah, but he does do all of that, Willie.
You're definitely getting back to the Airbnb. It's one of your more expensive options, Airbnb, my opinion. If you're concerned about a rental, maybe come for 2, 3, 4 days in a hotel, and then it gives you enough time to shop around, and you'll find a monthly rental accommodation there. So another way to do it. Michael S., hello from Third Road. I'm kind of worried about casinos too, but I like how they will mainly cater to foreigners with the cover charge. South Korea does the same.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Thais are not going to pay 5,000-10,000 just to walk in the door.
Right.
And
they don't get that back.
No,
that's just
that's cover
it's
charge.
like admission to an event or something.
Cover charge.
Exactly. Cover charge. Bingo.
Yeah. For walking in the door, you have to pay a 5,000-10,000 baht.
They're not going to do it.
A lot of Thais are going to refuse to do that, except for the ones that got the money. They won't care. But for the average Thai, no, they're not going to do it. They'll just continue going over the border into Laos and Cambodia, where they don't have a cover charge.
Yeah. Cerebral Aptitude, house under contract now, should be there in 2 months. Sucks having to rent for 12 months in high season. Well, listen, Cerebral, rent for 6 months. Get out of high season, and then you renew for a year during low season. So, look into that avenue.
Yeah. So when you get here, Cerebral, so you're looking probably around the end of November, December, rent until the end of April.
Yeah.
Until May. And then the world's your oyster because everybody's going to be, bending over backwards trying to give you a discount because they want their places full.
Yep.
Somebody in there during the low season. Because a lot of these condominium complexes, you go around there, low season, they're empty.
Yeah.
Just look at us at the pool, Brooke.
Yep.
During low season, it's only us expats in there. High season, every nationality is there. And a lot of families.
Yeah.
So that's how you notice the difference. predominantly is during the difference between high season, low season. The best time to get a deal is definitely low season.
I don't know how busy it'll be this high season.
I don't either.
People are saying it's, with the world economy maybe not doing as well, that, there'll be less tourism, less travel into places like Thailand. So, we'll see. I mean, we're almost there now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Daniel Hall, artificial intelligence will help with those email responses. Got a point?
Yeah, get them to answer it for me. I like the personal touch, a little bit old fashioned.
Sure.
I prefer to answer all the emails personally. I don't want to sign it out to anybody and say, hey, will you answer my emails for me and I'll pay you. I don't want to do that. I want to, know people to know that when they're emailing me, it's me personally that's responding to them.
Yeah.
I've never asked Brooke to answer any of my emails or anybody else for that matter. I do it all myself.
Good. Alfa Romeo, there he is. Good morning, gents and Darlene. F1 in low season would benefit the Thai economy as long as the timing fits the race schedule.
Yes.
Yeah, good point. Coop, how did you make out on the one-armed bandits on the ship? Lucky? ?
No, I was down this time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was up last time, down this time. So
about even.
A little bit below even.
Okay.
But I had a blast. Got a lot of points and got told next cruise is on us, Coop.
Bingo.
Thank you very
can't
much.
Argue with that.
So,
and you had like a presidential suite.
We did.
I mean, that's like the best of the best. And I saw pictures of it, guys. And it's, I think you only had to pay the taxes and service charge.
It was at $1,000 each.
Oh, well, what a steal that is! Like,
and that room normally goes for $20,000.
I believe it.
Yeah, and we got it for nothing.
Yeah,
just had to pay the taxes. Fantastic. We're looking at our next cruise. My mom is getting up there in age, and she's blind in one eye, going blind in the other eye, and we really want to take her on a cruise. And one of her favorite places on the planet, besides Thailand, she loves Thailand, is Rio de Janeiro. She loves Brazil and Sao Paulo. So we're going to try and organize a cruise in March and take my mom there. And it does the Atlantic crossing. So it goes from South America all the way over to Portugal, where it'll finish there, and then we'll fly back home.
Wow.
So I think it was a 15 or 16-day cruise, which will be very nice.
Wowzer.
Yeah.
Well,
so
building up those points, there you go. Charlie Nelson, polls are a waste of time and not factual. Definitely can't trust the biased media to report the truth. Correct. I'll be glad when this election is over. Won't we all?
Yeah. They do it every election year. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. They all score their polls to boost their viewership. CNN does it. Fox does it. All the mainstream media in America do it. And when you look at the fine print and it tells you we polled 1,008 people, and then you look and it's very small and it'll say, 54% women, 46% men. Well, most women will vote for Kamala because she's a woman. Most men will vote for Trump, and that's just the demographics of it. When you look at Fox News, they'll show that they did a poll with 54% men and 46% women. CNN, other way around.
Yeah.
So they all can say, oh, well, look, of our latest poll, Trump is ahead by 6, Kamala's ahead by 8, whatever. And that's just the way they do it. They've done it that way for years. Both are just as bad as each other on that.
Cerebral aptitude, 80% ETF, VOO, 5% Bitcoin, remaining 15% high yield savings to live off until Social Security begins in 8 years at 67. There, he's got a good financial plan. Yeah,
that is a very good financial plan. I put all my savings in the ETFs.
Okay.
Yeah, every penny.
Well done. Burned, good morning from China, flying in on October 5th. See you guys soon.
Okay, Bern.
Coming up.
Yeah, not long now, buddy.
Scott Richmond, can you cover again the details regarding if you need 2 phones while in Thailand? I will be able to communicate with my family, friends, and banks in states versus Thai banks, etc. So what I do is I have 2 phones. I bought them in the West. You know, I had an Apple XR10, still have it. And I bought a brand new SE, which was the cheapest Apple phone, knowing I'm coming here. And I kept a T-Mobile plan, still have it. Originated again in the West, in Florida. I think it was $30 a month when I first got it. It's now 40. It's been a bit of a rise, but the phone works anywhere on the planet. So, and I can, you know, it can use data. I can make calls on it. You know, the usage, if it's over the amount, they're going to charge me, but I've never had to pay anything over. And I do get my text messages from the banks. I can stay in contact with family if I need to use that phone, not a problem. And then my main phone, I had a AT&T card when I was there, and when I'm in Canada, I had a SIM from Canada. I get here, I put the Thai SIM in, and it's the one I got at the airport upon landing. And you know, as Coop says, okay, first thing we do, we go down the elevator, we get our phones hooked up, and they did that, and they put on the app. AIS app is what I'm with AIS, and I recommend AIS to anybody. And that SIM card works fine, and it runs me anywhere from 300 to 400 baht a month. And you don't get calls with that, but you don't really need calling features here. They've got the Line app and WhatsApp and, you know, Messenger, but it's unlimited data. So, you know, you got that. So that's what I would recommend, Scotty. Now you can actually buy the phone here for, say, your Thai SIM if you want, but I just preferred Apple. I preferred they're both unlocked, the phones I have, and they work great. So that's what I use here. Now, some people, you know, they prefer Magic app. Other ones maybe Google Voice for, you know, for a US number. But I just was more worried about, okay, can my banks get a hold of me? And when I did call my institutions, well, Brooke, we don't really, you know, if it's not a like a Google Voice number, they wouldn't send it. You know, the
I've had
messages.
no problem with my Magic app.
Well, there you go. Yeah. So yours is working. So yep.
And I have a shout out to give to Moho Mountain, who bought 5 coffees and said, Cooper, you wouldn't take my Bitcoin last night at the meetup. So bribe your coffee instead, laughing out loud. Really enjoyed meeting the expats and new folks. Brooke, what was that? Brooke enjoyed meeting you in person. So thank you for that, Moho Mountain. And you're right, I wouldn't take your Bitcoin. Last night he tried to give me some $50 of Bitcoin. I says, no, hodl, save it. Don't spend it. Save it, whatever you do. This sucker is going way up.
That's because you did not have a cold storage wallet.
I've got the BitCub.
Well,
I do have
BitCub,
but
that's a platform. That's not the wallet itself. You need cold storage. And
but no,
that was very generous of them to offer that. You know, heavens to Betsy.
And I kept saying, nope, I don't want to touch your Bitcoin. I don't want to touch anybody's Bitcoin. You just hold it.
He's a Canadian from Toronto, and happy to be here.
Yeah. Yep. So thank you very much for the 5 coffees, brother. Really, really appreciate it.
Good seeing you, by the way. And we'll see you again at the next meet and greet, hopefully.
Yeah. And Scotty, in regards to your 2 phones, I have 2 phones and I have an announcement to give. Before we went on our cruise, I said on a live stream that, hey, I'm sorry, guys, those of you that are reaching out to me on my US number or texting me on my US number that I have with Magic app, it's down because of the computer glitch that happened, and it crashed a lot of the airports and everything. Well, it crashed my Outlook email, and it also crashed my WhatsApp, and it crashed my Magic app. Well, a subscriber emailed me, and I got it just a couple of days ago, and said Microsoft's done an update. Check to see if your things are working. And I did. I went into my old email, boom, popped straight up.
Oh, wow, good.
And I was like, fantastic. Magic app popped straight back up. So I'm so happy that Microsoft did that update, and everything's back to normal now. So those of you that have messaged me in Magic app, I'll now be able to reply to your messages. And I was happy because I thought to myself, I'm going to have to cancel my Magic app subscription, take out a new subscription, and
different email possibly.
Set up a different email and all that. But now they sort of rectified the problem, Microsoft. So fantastic to them for doing that update, and everybody's back. to where they were. And I believe they said in Australia they were going to be doing the update later this month. So thank you to my subscriber for sending me that helpful information.
One last thing, Scotty, I just for the Americans, people watching, if you're coming here, I did a lot of research on the best phone company plans while there. And I know Verizon, just it was going to be expensive. I don't think AT&T even offered one. And if you do your research on YouTube, you'll find everyone was using T-Mobile. And for me, because I was a senior, they had a Magenta plan, and you get a discount if you're military, if you're a senior. There's ones, so yeah, that look at that T-Mobile plan, when you're doing your research, and you'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
Went to Australia, phone worked fine.
Yeah.
So, just anywhere on the planet, guys. Willie Gilligan, has the Copacabana Coral Reef project broken ground yet?
Oh, yeah.
I think it has.
It has. They've already got the running track up on the right-hand side, and underneath the running track is the underground car park. They've already put that in, and they're laid all the girders there for the building, for the main building. And yeah, it is coming up quick.
Is that the one going up near us here on the second row?
It sure is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Good.
You could actually see the cratons out the window there.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are getting onto that frantically, and it's going to be a fantastic place.
Just one of several that are, by the way, are going up. And these are big, big outfits.
Oh yeah.
Man, they're adding
the new Riviera is going up. Prachamac Hill.
Well, the new Dusset one's going up there, and it's really giving along.
That one, the new Dusset's about 50% finished.
Yeah. It's next year, isn't it going to be 25? Late 25?
I think the end of 25 is supposed to be finished in the up. And wow, we go past there on a regular basis, and every time I go past, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
They're really getting on with this building.
I think about, hey, should we get in there and buy a unit and pre-built, off plan, but then I think, well, they're building so many of these units. Why not just keep renting? Because there's going to be ample supply, So yeah,
there ain't no way of running out anytime soon.
No, there's. Yeah. Mike Clinton, if you can get Wi-Fi on your phones, it should be fine.
Yeah. Well, Wi-Fi on your phones, you can use WhatsApp. Most people have got cell phones in the world. You can use WhatsApp to call anywhere in the world to another WhatsApp person. So super easy. I like my Magic app. It allows me to call my bank if I need to, because I can't call them on WhatsApp, but I can call their number, and I only pay $3 a month.
I've had a few times where banks want to get a hold of me for whatever reason, some product or whatever, and they won't call a Thai number.
No,
it's got to be a U.S. based number or Canada, North America number, say. So for me, that Wi-Fi wouldn't really do it. I do actually like a physical Western number, which I do have. So emergency, if nothing else. Daily Joe Rogan, thank you.
And thank you, Daily Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, one of my favorite podcasters ever. Fantastic.
Yeah. Mike, hello, guys. I'm excited. My home sold yesterday in Daytona Beach. Well done. I should be there the first week of November. Finally, can't wait to meet you both. See, there'll be a happy camper when we meet up again.
Yeah, it'll be an honor to meet you, Mike. Yeah. We love meeting all of our subscribers, Brooke and I, and Darlene, and Jackie, and the whole gang. We absolutely have a blast every meet and greet. We're always meeting at least a dozen new faces.
Yeah, and everybody's happy. Everybody's smiling, and I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah. And got another shout out to give. Scott Richmond bought 3 coffees and says, thanks for all you do. And thank you, Scott Richmond. Really, really appreciate it, brother. God bless you.
It's got to be back for a swim in the pool. Alfa Romeo, nicely done.
And thank you, Romeo.
Stuart H. Morning, guys. And Darlene, is October still considered low season? Do the condo rates stay low till November?
Here's the thing, Stuart. I got to be honest with you, brother. No, they don't. The closer you get to high season, the less likely it is you're going to get a deal.
Yeah.
And the reason for that being is they know they're only a matter of weeks or a month or two away from getting the big money. So why would they want to do it cheaper? Because
Even
they
September
know
they start to, negotiate. Because
they play hardball.
Exactly.
So I always say, if you're gonna come in high season, rent until the end of high season.
Yeah.
Don't sign a year's contract in high season. You're giving money away.
Yep.
So this is your hard-earned money. You've earned it. This is your pension. This is your retirement. This is your savings. Don't give it away. Sign the contract only until the end of April, and then you're in a prime position to negotiate. If you like it, and you make a deal with your landlord, say, hey, I'll rent it for the whole of low season and high season next year. I'll do a year's contract with you for try and meet them somewhere in the middle. You got a fantastic chance of doing it, because they know most low season, nobody's in their condo.
No.
They only got 4 or 5 months maximum of good rate, and then nothing.
You do the short-term rental during the high.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, you're going to, hey, do I like this place?
Yes.
And if you really like it, well, you're negotiating a year lease in low season, you're probably going to get a deal. And if you don't like it, you're out of there. You're looking at, another place that's going to be in low season, and it's going to be a deal.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's a win-win that way, I think.
But Stuart, the closer you get to November, the harder it is to get a deal.
Mike Clinton, are you guys 100% retired?
Yes.
I think so. Since I was 55. I'm just worried about state taxes on my income. I hope to move to Thailand in a few years and work remotely. I am also now a Thai citizen by birth. Wow.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Yeah, we are 100% retired. I do the YouTube channel strictly as a hobby to help people out, meet new friends, and, generally give me something to do. I don't want to be sat here doing nothing. That would be, I don't want to be a couch potato. No. I'm one of those people that like to be active out doing things. And so this was the best way for me to do it.
I'm retired, Mikey. And you say you're worried about state taxes. So are you a citizen of the US or the West, or, obviously a Thai citizen? That's of interest. I think US have to pay taxes on their worldwide income.
Yes, we do.
So if that's what you're referring to, supposedly, US citizens are supposed to file on their worldwide income.
Yeah.
If, on the other hand, you're simply a Thai citizen and you're worried about doing remote work here, earning money, then it might be a Thai income tax. But I've yet to meet anyone that has filed a Thai income tax.
I haven't.
No,
I haven't met anybody
as a citizen. I'm talking now.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're obviously businesses are different, but oh well. A little more research on that, Mike. Steve Rogers, as Mark Twain said regarding the news, better to be uninformed than misinformed. True.
Yep.
Mike Clinton, make sure cell phones are network unlocked. Oh yeah, that's a given. Yeah.
But even if they're not network unlocked, there's shops here that can unlock them for you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Took home, you go there, they can unlock any phone.
It's good to know.
Yeah. So I had a phone that I had from England, and I bought it through a company called Orange. It was a network provider in England, and it was locked. Even though I had bought the phone, and I tried several times to get them to unlock it. You had to pay a fee.
Yeah.
I paid a fee to get them to unlock it, and they kept saying it was unlocked. And every time I went to Thailand and I put a Thai SIM in, it wouldn't work. So at the time, a buddy of mine said, "Come over, let's go to this shop here." And I paid them, I think it was $10, and they unlocked it for me.
Good to know.
So fantastic. They can do that here in Thailand. I think they call it jailbreaking.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. Yeah. No, I think, and I made sure when I bought that SE phone, the Apple one, I said, I want it unlocked. I didn't even want to plan. I'm just taking it with me, So, and it worked. Cerebral Aptitude went down to AAA to get my international driver's permit last week. You go inside instead of mail. It's same day. Yeah, that's good.
Fantastic. Yeah. International driver's permit. You'll have no problem here. Cerebral Aptitude. You'll get your driver's license quick on the same day.
Yeah, quick, and it works slick. So that's good to know. Song Hyun, any news update on the tax laws? Sounds like most expats will have to get a tax ID and at minimum file a return. Some services are saying $400 US dollars to just file. That to me is FUD. I wouldn't put much credence in that at all. I have yet to meet a expat who is even, I mean, there's some concern, but none of them have ever thought about filing a tax. And basically they said, hey, if they want me to file taxes here, I'm out of here. So I can't see the government wanting to make it harder for tourism, which that would. So I think that's fun.
Well, the new government, Thaksin Pinawat's daughter, the new prime minister, she said that she wants to relook at it all.
Yeah.
So that means it's put everything on hold.
Put everything on hold. Yep.
Yeah. So she wants to relook at it all. There's been a lot of uproar amongst the retirees here. And Thailand is all about Thai face. They don't like upsetting anybody. They don't like upsetting the apple cart. So she said, I want to take a look at it all again. Yeah. So that means it's on hold, and don't expect anything to happen until they've made an announcement and it comes out in the Royal Thai Gazette. Any YouTuber tells you any different and it's not posted in the Royal Thai Gazette, they're doing it for clickbait.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a country saying, hey, you know, you're welcome here. Come on in, retire here if you want, but we're going to make you pay taxes when you're already paying taxes back in your home country.
Exactly.
It ain't going to happen. You're out of there because, you know, there's other friendly countries that don't do that. So
with Formula One, the casinos and them trying to raise revenue and boost tourism and everything else, why would they go and, you know, cut off their, you know, the hand to spite their face?
And a logistical nightmare trying to enforce it.
Yeah.
You know, heavens to Betsy. Willie Gilligan, if anyone is looking for another phone app for texting and calling, I use Hushed. You get a new phone number and text, and it's a couple dollars a month, and it gives your phone an additional number. Oh, so that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That might be one to look into, guys.
Same with Magic App. It gives you a U.S. number. You can choose which state you want the U.S. number in. Good. You know, if you want it on the East Coast, West Coast, North, South, you can choose any state that you want that number in. And I can use it for my two-factor identification with both my American banks. I have no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen, technology the way it's going, and you know, the younger crowd, younger than me, obviously can look into this better and figure out a way. I'm a little more old school. I know T-Mobile works. I know it's worldwide, and the $40 a month, hey, it's not a big deal for me.
No.
So heavens, I'll just pay it with the certainty that it's working. That's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah, there's quite a few out there.
I'm not a techie, so if something, you know, hey,
and then there's Google Voice too.
Well, yeah, I'm not a techie, as I said. So, Ford Dog, quick question, guys: is Android or Apple better in Thailand? They both work great here. Thinking about getting a second one for Thailand. Is it better to get the phone there or here in the States before I come?
It's debatable. To me, I like both Apple and Android. I have both. I have a Samsung and I have an iPhone.
And there you go.
Took a while for me to get used to iPhone, you know, but now I'm used to it. I like it. I'm happy with it. So yeah, you can get both here readily, no problem. They are pretty comparable to the US in prices. Some people say to me they're cheaper. Some say they're more expensive. I don't know. I have no idea.
I would,
you know, well, it all depends on, you know, some mobile carriers, cell phone carriers in the US have promotions at certain time of the year just before a new phone is about to be released. And they put their old phone on sale, 30, 40%, whatever on sale. And okay, then you're beating Thailand prices. But new phone for new phone, I think they're a little bit cheaper here in Thailand because they don't have far to come from. Japan is a neighbor to Thailand, whereas the U.S. is a continent away. So the import tax.
I wouldn't say Apple's any cheaper. In fact, I think it's the same amount or more. So I don't think you're not going to get a deal on Apple here. If that's Android, well, yeah, there's copycats and everything. But the reason I would say get it in your home country, number one, you'll make sure it's unlocked. Number two, and here's what I did. So I had the T-Mobile number, plan, SIM card in that one phone. That never switched. I had a different SIM. I think it was the US or possibly the Canadian when I came to Bangkok Airport. I walked down the ramp, went to the AAS thing. They popped out that old SIM, put in the new SIM with the new number, downloaded the AAS app. They had that phone working. They showed me, there's the app, bingo. And like $30 later, we're out of there. And the phone is working.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit for me. I just don't want trouble. I don't want headaches. Just get the job done. And we did. So having the phone with me at the airport was a big plan. So if you're going to buy the extra phone here, you're not going to have a Thai number for a while, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's what I do.
Yeah, they're both pretty comparable about prices.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty much
Android
on par.
especially.
Yeah.
Tekken, I downloaded the Magic app as per your recommendation, and so far it works perfectly. Good news. Only thing I can't do is send a picture as a text. Cost me $9.85 Canadian a month for a Canadian number. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And Tekken, see, I mean, does that work with your bank trying to get a hold of you on a text message, or that'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah, mine works fine with the bank. No problem whatsoever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd love to hear, Tekken, whether you're able to do your two-factor identification with your Magic app in Canada.
Ray Ross, hey guys, hope all is well. Next meet and greet, I'll be there. Hope you're as excited as I am.
Always.
We're always happy campers here. We're retired.
Yeah, see you next month, Ray.
Mojo Mountain, one last thing, gents. Brooke is right. Cold wallet storage is the best way to protect your bigger bags. I use Trezor and Tangem, and they're fantastic. Mojo Mountain, yeah, Tangem I've heard is quite good. Trezor I'm not familiar with.
A lot of YouTubers have YouTube channels on crypto. They use Tangem and swear by it.
Yeah.
I think James uses Tangem as well.
I believe so. I know Troy does.
Yeah.
So there's a good smattering of the expats here that obviously are into crypto. Some of them have cold storage units like these mentioned. Others strictly use their trading platforms for the ETFs. Some are into the altcoins like Coinbase and things like that. So there's a good smattering of everything here with the guys, and some of them don't believe in crypto. So you get
those that don't believe in crypto, that's their fault, is the way I look at it. Because a month ago, crypto was at 53,000. Today it's at 64.
Yeah.
So it's gone up $11,000 in 30 days.
Next year at this time, we will be very happy with the price of Bitcoin. That's my prediction.
Yep, mine too.
Mike Clinton, right. But with Wi-Fi access on your phone, you can get calls and make calls back to the USA.
True.
Yeah. Alfa Romeo, Brooke, the Bills are on fire. They correct 3-0. Put a beat down there on Sunday. New Wave, good morning, guys. Nice meeting Coop and Darlene yesterday. I'll be watching from the pool.
And there you go. Thank you, New Wave.
Yeah, he's a regular. Steve Rogers, on a serious note, gents, my travel.
Okay, hang on. He's gone into detail here.
My arrival date is getting close, and I have to admit to feeling a little apprehensive. Any suggestions for making the first few weeks smooth?
First few weeks smooth. Drink plenty of water is going to be my first advice. And you're probably thinking, Steve, you're probably thinking, Coop, this has got nothing about what I'm saying. Well, hydration and your health is the most important thing here in Thailand. I met people there last night for the first time, and they'd only been here a few days in Thailand, and they're covered in sweat at the meet and greet. And they're looking at me and saying, Cooper, you're not sweating at all, because I'm climatized to it.
Yeah.
Climatized to the weather. Look after your health, Steve. Don't sweat so much accommodation. There's thousands of them here available. Absolutely thousands. Like Brooke says, get yourself an affordable hotel for a couple of days. Go around, have a look. Shauna, go around with you. I'll go around with you if you want, for that matter, and show you some of my personal favorites. We'll go over your budget together, see what's affordable to you, and we'll do what we can to help you, like we do with most of our subscribers that reach out and ask us. I will be getting to all the emails, Steve, but it's going to take me a little time. I don't know where you are in the 400 emails that I have, but I will be getting through them as quickly as I possibly can and answer yours. So what you can also do there, Steve, that some people do, is you can go on our group page on Facebook, Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. You'll see my picture and everything in there, and my name, Darren Cooper. And you can also send me a private message. Okay. So you can send me a private message. It pops straight up on my phone. You'll be number one in the list, Steve. Send me a private message and give me a bit more idea what it is you're looking for, your budget and everything else. And I'll do what I can personally to help you. You have my word on that.
Bingo. I would say, Stevie, and this is for most people, apprehension is common.
Yeah.
So it's nothing out of the ordinary. You're moving to a new country, retiring probably, and yeah, that's just normal. So what do you do to counteract that? I'd say the biggest thing is get established in a network as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be here as a single person without friends, without people to communicate to, without a network, say. So, you know, make use of the Facebook group for questions. Mm-hmm. You'll get lots of answers. You know, definitely do the meet and greets. Mm. You know, if you get a chance with Dusset here, there's a great group of expats, subscribers. Most, well, not most, but a lot of them are in the pool every day around 2 o'clock. You know, between 2 and 4 seems to be pool time, and great bunch of guys. You know, talk together and decide where to go to eat, and if you want to go out for a beer, you'll do that. But and lastly, okay, so you're single, you're not in the area, you know, find local establishments that are frequented by other expats. Mm. And the one I always think of is the Kiwi Wombat Bar down on Beach Road. Mm. That place is always full of expats every time I go by. Yeah. The other restaurants are dead, they're not big, but there's always, and they're probably mostly Aussies and Kiwis, but so what? They'll talk to you. And, you know, and a lot of it, lastly, a lot of it's on your own personality, you know. Hopefully you're outgoing enough and not afraid to, you know, go up to someone and say, hey, I'm new here. Any tips? I'm looking for a good restaurant in this vein, whatever, you know, and that'll strike up a conversation. So, yep. Yeah. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Reach out to me on Facebook, Steve, and I'll be more than happy to help you out, brother.
Mike Clinton moved to another country.
Laughing out loud. Yes. And Ann Throckmorton has become our newest channel member and gets the badge next to her name for only $2 a month. Thank you there, Ann Throckmorton, for becoming a channel member. Man. God bless you. Much appreciated.
Alfa Romeo, Ford Dog, prices all depends on the phone you want. Higher end models more expensive in Thailand, meaning Apple. Lower end phones are cheaper in Thailand. Yep, I just purchased a new Samsung Z Flip 6. Price was much cheaper here in Canada than Thailand. $900 cheaper with 2-year warranty. There you go.
Yeah.
Alpha's got a new phone. Cerebral aptitude. How long of an estimate would you say I should stay in a hotel before I find a condo under $600, gentlemen? A day?
I would say do a week. You probably only need 3 or 4 days
no more
to make your decision.
Yeah.
But a week maximum.
Yep.
That'll give you a comfortable stay. And so you're not sweating it. Oh God, I'm on day 6 and I still haven't found what I want. I got to check out tomorrow. No. When you're here, Cerebral Aptitude, you're going to find lots and lots of places and things that just tick your bucket list of what you're looking for and tick your boxes, you know, close to the beach, close to the shops, close to Coopersville, whatever, close to the action. You'll find it all here in Thailand. You're going to find so much variety and prices that will fit that $600 budget, no problem. That $600 budget is actually a 2-bedroom here.
Yeah.
You can get a 2-bedroom here, no problem, $600 a month.
Yeah. You can get a studio and 1 bedroom for half that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I would say, Cerebral, the other thing is get on the Facebook group and put your, questions there. Hey, I'm arriving here. I'm looking to spend this much. Well, I like beach access. I don't care about beach. I don't want to be where the action Pattaya or whatever. Just and you'll get comments of people. Oh yeah, in our building there's this, and I mean sometimes you walk in like Coop and I did when we arrived here. We just started knocking on doors. Walked in. Hey, juristic office, whatever. Hey, do you guys rent? Yep. And we got a lot. And we obviously had agents too showing us.
Yeah.
But we must have looked at 30 units, and geez, now probably within less than 2 weeks we had those 30.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could have done it in less if we were full-time at it, but so yeah, that's what I would say, Cerebral.
And Steve Rogers bought 3 coffees, and thank you, Steve Rogers. God bless you, brother. Much appreciated. No comment. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks,
Steve.
Daily Joe Rogan, Coop, I can't find Cooper's Thai Adventure on Facebook, and I'm a member. If you want my name, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Yes.
Why could he not find that on Facebook? That's easy to find. Cooper's Thai Adventure.
Yeah, but he says I am a member. So sort of flabbergasted there. If he's a member, then he can find. Then he's a member of Facebook community.
I would think
or,
so.
Or I have no idea. They're Daily Joe Rogan. But on our YouTube videos, we have in the description a link to the Facebook group. Click that link and it'll take you straight there.
Bingo.
Yeah. And once you're in there, you'll see me on the page moderator along with Mr. Brooke Schneider and my wife, Darlene. And just click on me and send me a private message. And I'll definitely get it. And Throckmorton sends $21 super thanks and says at Mike Clinton, with enough planning ahead, you can move to some state before you leave for Thailand. That doesn't tax residents, just long enough to be considered a resident of that state. And that's true. There are states in the U.S. that if you take up residency there, you don't pay taxes.
Mm.
So that is
state
absolutely
tax.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Federal, I think you still have to.
Oh, yeah. Federal, you still pay, but take state tax, no.
I think Florida's one of them. Texas might be another. Ray Ross, I'm a double XL in the U.S. What size Cooper shirt do I need here in Thailand? Probably
triple.
Well, I would say 4X maybe. Even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find the Thai shirts are smaller than the expat shirts, size for size. If you're a 2XL, here you're either a 3 or 4XL.
Yeah. To be safer, I'd go the 4. But
yeah.
You can try it on when you get here. Steve Rogers, thank you, gents. Much appreciated.
Very welcome, Steve. No problem, brother.
Scott Jean. Hi, Coop and Brooke and Cooper. You had a good trip coming over in March. Birthday 17th to Thailand. Well, there you go, March. Hope to meet you both. Scotty from New Zealand.
Yeah, it'd be an honor to meet you. We like meeting all of our subscribers, Scotty. And 17th March, that's not long.
No,
that's only what, 6 months away.
Not even.
Yeah. So fantastic. The more the merrier.
Alfa Romeo, that's my new burner phone when I got out with you too. Okay. Go out, yes. Mike, guys, do you do a better deal renting, going through an agent, or just dealing with the office of a building?
All depends, Mike. Agents you can sort of negotiate with. I found that if you cash is king, if you pay in advance, you can get a great deal. We found that we offered, to pay 6 months in advance. Then they came back and said, hey, if you pay a year in advance, we'll even go cheaper than what you're asking
like that,
for.
didn't we?
And we liked that. And I've been doing it ever since, paying a year in advance. And I do that direct with the developer here, and I get a super deal on my 2-bedroom. So with internet thrown in for free. So I'm extremely happy with that. If you're dealing with an agent, then they can contact the owner and give your counter offer. Say the owner is asking $15,000 and you can only afford $12,000 a month as your budget for your rent, and you speak to an agent and say, hey, I'll do a year's contract if they do 12. Well, he or she can get on the phone and speak to them. If you're going through a juristic office on site, they'll say, no, this is what the owner wants. And they generally will not get back in touch and try and do a negotiation, in my experience, that I found. If you're dealing with a Thai owner, good luck. They're not going to budge on price. If you're dealing with a foreign owner, 9 out of 10 times they will. They will meet you in the middle somewhere and give you a discount. Thai people, they don't want to give you a discount because it feels like they're losing face. They would rather only rent it out for 3 months a year at 20,000 baht than rent it all year for 15. It doesn't make economical sense because they're only going to get 90,000 for the year. Whereas if they did it for the 12 months at 15, then they would be making 180,000. They don't see it that way. They see it as losing face.
Yeah.
So I prefer the agent route.
We did both when we were here looking.
Yeah.
We had agents show us units. I didn't say anything jumped out at us, you know. The one we actually rented, we just did ourselves. We walked through the door.
Yeah.
So, you know, it depends on you, the individual. If you're, you know, aggressive enough and able to negotiate, well, then, hey, stop in, just go knocking on doors, walk in, anything for rent here, and see the juristic people. And other people just prefer the agent. I don't want any headaches, any hassles. Hey, just find me this type of unit. They'll call you. They'll have a few to show to you, and maybe you'll pick one you like. So with the people that are here currently, they've used both.
Yeah.
You know, they've rented through the agent, and others have just gone private. You know, they found it on Facebook Marketplace or different ones like that. So, yep, depends on you a lot.
I just think with agents, you get a little bit more protection, Brooke.
Yeah.
For example, you run a place through an agent, you have a problem with the water, you have a problem with electricity, you have a problem with the plumbing. You call the agent is then responsible, and they have to get somebody out to sort it. If you're gone through the juristic and the owner is overseas, and you have a problem, it's you that's got to pay for it.
True.
Because they're not going to contact them and say, hey, there's a problem with the plumbing. Yeah.
Well, in our case, we deal with the developer.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the owner of the buildings. And so if I got a problem, hey, I just spoke to the owner.
Yeah.
Who's the, you know, the developer. So, but in a lot of cases, if you're renting from a Thai, yeah, good luck trying to get a hold of them, or it's a foreign owner. You know, you're right on that aspect. So,
yeah,
find out who owns it.
In Thailand, the agents are responsible for the unit.
Okay.
And that's why they get paid a commission.
They get paid a commission,
you know,
sure.
Because they have to be on call 24/7 in case there is one of those sort of problems. So, you know, it's up to you what you want to do. But me, Mike, I feel more secure going to an agent.
And a lot of people
or direct with the developer, like we did.
A lot of people would. Yep.
Yeah.
JB, greetings, team. Salute.
And thank you, JB. Greetings to you too, brother.
Roger Walker. Good morning, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, Roger.
Javon Styles. Coop, Brooke, I just popped on YouTube and had no clue you were live. Of course, I got a question. When buying villas, how do land leases work? Are 60-year leases common? Should I get a lawyer or agent first?
Okay. Now, for buying villas. Okay. So the way it works when you buy a villa here, you cannot own the land. So you get what's called a land lease. And the Thai government is in the process of changing that to a one-time land lease of 99 years.
Wow.
Right now, the way it stands is it's 30 years, renewable twice for a maximum of 90 years. The Thai government wants to make it a one-time land lease for up to 99 years. So you can choose anywhere between 5 years to 99 years or 1 year, whatever you want to do. That is your choice, but they'll allow you to do it one time for up to 99 years. Fantastic. That covers you. That covers your children, your grandchildren. Because your grandchildren, if they're already born, then chances are in 99 years, they're going to be gone. So that covers 3 generations, and I think it's fantastic. The agents here, they are the ones responsible for getting you help with legal help and making sure everything is tickety boo and everything is legal, and getting signed off by the lawyers and everything like that. Sean's got a team of 4 lawyers that actually are working with him.
Okay.
So he's got an excellent team there, and he's helped several of our subscribers do just that, buy villas. Several of our subscribers already bought them here and loving it.
Yeah.
And they've got the land lease for 30 years, and it says in the contract, it's actually written there, it's extendable twice up to 90 years.
Right.
And there's also a stipulation the lawyers put in, which I think is great, subject to law change. So if the law changes and they say, okay, you can do a 99-year lease, it automatically switches over. If the law ever changes and it says if you've been a foreigner for, I don't know, 10 years living in Thailand, you have a right to own land up to this amount, or you become a Thai citizen, or you become a green card holder, a permanent resident, whatever, then, if any of these laws change in the future, it's subject to change there too. So protected all the way around.
Yeah.
You can, by all means, Javon, get in touch with your own lawyer if you want. They'll pretty much tell you the same thing these property lawyers are telling you. But make sure you go see a property lawyer if you're going to go see a lawyer, not a criminal lawyer, because they're not going to have a first idea of how the property market works here for foreigners. So, and their lack of research may give you some false information. So I always say go straight to the property lawyers who've been practicing here for a lot of years and know the law inside and out, and they are the best to advise you. And with Sean, I know that the 4 people that he's helped buy pool villas here so far from our subscribers, 4 have already bought, and they're all happy.
Yeah.
They did their due diligence, got the contract from Sean, and Sean's lawyer went to another lawyer, and they read through it and said, that's a good contract.
I think, Javon, what I would say is if it's, your first time here, or, retiring here, I would do a rental for a period just to familiarize yourself with, there is a whack of villas here.
Oh, heck yeah.
All over. So it gives you time to say, hey, this is the area I'd like to be in, or that, this is the size. Also, I would say probably initially work through an agent when you start to look. And definitely you're going to need a lawyer at the end to make sure it's registered properly with the land transfer office, I think it's referred to as. And but yeah, Coop's got a lot of good advice there too. And just but I would say the big thing I would do different than a lot of people is I would rent initially to see that, I do
try before you buy.
Try before you buy. Exactly.
Yeah.
Cerebral Aptitude. Have a good night, gentlemen. See you in 2.5 months.
And about 2.5 months. Yep. That'll be fantastic. Put you around here Christmas time, and we'll have our last end of the year meet and greet. I think it's around about the 22nd, 23rd of December is the 4th Tuesday. So see you then.
Scott Jean, 59 next year. Old Buddha. Hello to Bruce. Joseph lives in Chiang Rai. His house flood. Oh yeah, they did have some floods. So sad. He's a good Kiwi.
Yeah, here not so much.
No, we don't have flood. We don't
even get those horrendous
rains that
they got it bad up north about a week ago, and they're still working on repairs up there.
Well, yeah, flooding and mudslides, and just boy, we're in a nice area. We don't seem to get the storms here. They seem to dissipate before they even get here. But
I mean, we're getting the rains at night.
Yeah, that's fine.
While I'm asleep, I'll hear the rain starting. Is it raining? Okay, wake up in the morning, it's beautiful sunshine.
Yeah, beautiful sunshine, no flooding, no mudslides anywhere I see, and
exactly,
life goes on. So it's a good area here, guys. Scotty Richmond, regarding exchange rates, has the dollar lost in relation to the Philippine peso or other currencies in the area in addition to the baht?
Yes.
Well, not so bad with the Philippine, I think. It's still around 55, isn't it?
No, it's gone down now.
Oh, has it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing, whenever the Fed cuts rates, it's going to reflect on the US dollar on currency exchanges.
Weaken it. It's going to weaken the dollar. Yep.
When they raise rates, it makes it stronger. When they lower it, it makes it less attractive. But here's the thing. because the Thai baht is strong against the dollar right now, they said that it's hurting the exporters here in Thailand. And I saw it on the news this morning. They are looking to lessen that. So whether they'll sort of deflate the baht to match the dollar, I don't know what they're going to do in regards to that. But the head of the finance here in Thailand is saying we need to look at it. It's hurting a lot of exporters.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much they can do, Coop. Sure, you can reduce your interest rates, but good luck. I mean, I've never heard about interest rates.
Well, China's just reduced their interest rates.
Yeah, so that's you know, it's going to be tough for the Thai baht. Yeah, again, it's a lot based on the U.S. and the U.S. is going to keep cutting their interest rates, so the dollar might start dropping a little more. So I think the only prudent thing to do is, if you're looking at changing into Thai baht, is do a regular amount each month.
Yeah.
And you're going to just take the blended rate, whatever it is. Trying to guess where the rates are going to be is a difficult process. And,
well, I can tell you 10 years ago there, Scotty, when I was coming to Thailand on vacation, like a lot of people do, 10 years ago, it was at 30 baht to the dollar, and that's where they wanted to keep it tied. The fact that it's at 33 to 37 is a huge bonus, because it had always been 30 baht to the dollar. And whenever America raised or lowered interest rate, the Thai baht would go in accordance with it at 30 baht. So I think anything over 30 baht is a super, super bonus.
Yeah. Most of them, to answer that specifically, Scotty, have done the exact same as the Thai baht. So as the dollar's, gone down, they've strengthened somewhat in the local currencies. The only one I saw that didn't was Malaysia, the ringgit. But, I'm not too interested in that. Jimon Styles, all of a sudden, my brother caught a crush on Bangkok. Does Sean handle any properties in Bangkok? If not, any Bangkok agent recommendations?
No, he doesn't handle any Bangkok accommodations, and I don't know any agents in Bangkok.
Maybe on the Facebook page you could pose that question. There might be somebody there.
Yeah, that's about all I can suggest to you, Javon, as well. Ask in the Facebook group. We do have subscribers that live in Bangkok.
Yeah, Bangkok's
that have gone
city.
through agents, and they could probably recommend one that's in that area.
Daily Joe Rogan. Okay, I sent you an email. Whenever you get to it, I know you're busy with email. Thank you.
I will do my best to get to it this week.
Ben Richardson. Hi, guys. Where would you recommend best bars for me and the wife? Not girly bars. Thanks.
Our favorite bar is Fraser's. It's a sports bar.
Yep.
The food is fantastic in there. I love the food. I love the atmosphere. I love that it's got aircon.
Yep.
And it's got a balcony area if you want to sit outside. If you want to sit inside, it's nice and cool. That's one of our favorite little places to go to. They've got quite a few. The Wombat and Kiwi Bar is another fantastic one. I like that one. Good food in there as well. Yep. Good Australian and British food in there. And then you got Tulips, which is right next door, which is a Dutch bar restaurant. Fantastic. I like going to the bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
I'm not a girly bar person, even though we have been to a few. My wife and I have been to a few. We like to go play pool with friends, and they tend to be in the girly bars. They haven't harassed us when I've been with Darlene. The girls that work in the bar, they sort of keep away from me, because they obviously see us come in together. They're not there to try and break up a relationship or anything like that, or cause any problems or drama. I like the bar restaurants. Are my favorites.
And there's so many here, Ben. That's another good question I'd pose on the Facebook page. The reason I keep pushing that Facebook page, my God, there's 1,500 people who most of them are here and have done it. So you're going to pose that question. You're going to get oodles of responses, and then you check them out. So
exactly.
It's always better, guys, if someone's blazed the trail. You know what I mean? Makes it easier and quicker for you. And someone's already blazed that trail for you, and just get their opinions on where to go. But there's definitely oodles and oodles of them here.
Yeah.
In the whole gamut, man. You know, there is the girly bars, and there's the ones that are like Fraser's is ideal, as Coop said. Great food, sports bar if you like having sports on the thing, and they got air con, they got smoking area out front, you know, open air, so you get a little bit of everything there. W Secrets to Success vlog. Hello, gents. Is AIS eSIM just for data? You would use your current USA cell number for calls, texting, right?
No, you can do both with the eSIM. It's the same as a SIM. You can make phone calls with it as well as data online. So just because it's eSIM doesn't mean it's only for internet. It's for both.
Yeah.
So it's
just that's something I just thought of. Again, I'm not a techie, so I think of two phones. But the new phones have these different slots. Like some of them have 2, even up to 3 slots, where you can put different SIMs in, and then eSIMs.
My phone's got 2 SIMs.
Yeah. And so theoretically, you could do with one phone here, I suppose. Yeah. And okay, there you go. Again, you got to be a little more techie than me for that. Anthrock Morton, after 2 years of planning, my flight from Atlanta, leaves Atlanta this Sunday afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Annie's on her way.
Yeah, she's on her way. See you soon, Ann.
You'll like it. San Hyun. Coop, are you still planning on buying a villa in the future?
Yes, that is the plan.
Wow.
That has always been the plan from day one, is I want to buy a pool villa. And if I can't find the right one, I'll build the damn thing.
Okay.
I'll get with a developer and I'll get it built. Right now, the only thing that's holding me back on that is Bitcoin. As soon as Bitcoin goes up and it goes to where I want it, I've got a price in mind in my head, and that's my own opinion. As soon as it hits that price, it'll be time for me to take a bit of
cash
profit,
in a bit of the lifestyle chips.
Yeah, and buy that pool villa, and then it's sort of my legacy that I can leave Darlene and the kids.
I see.
I'll make sure to get that 90-year land lease or the 99-year if it's in law. And that way Darlene can enjoy it for the rest of her life, and so can the kids and their kids too.
Oh, good. Yep. I think I'm going to keep renting for a while. Anthrock Martin, I just checked the seat map, and unless a bunch of people book it between now and Sunday, the cat and I will pretty much have the whole section to ourselves. Taking a blow-up pillow, maybe stretch out. There you go.
Yeah, and I was talking to somebody about flights the other day, and they said what they do is they book the seat at the very back of the plane.
Yes.
So they can see all the seats. And sometimes, you know, on the flights that aren't full, there may be a whole row that's empty.
Yeah.
And they wait until they close the doors, and then they get up off their seat and they move to that row that's completely empty.
Lay down.
They put the arms up, and as soon as the plane takes off, they lay down across 5 seats. You know, and I've seen people do that quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on planes with that.
Yeah.
Javon Styles, how does a foreigner become a Thai resident? I heard that was as rare as a football bat. Can you become a legal resident without marrying a Thai citizen? For
yes,
example,
you can.
Bar girl.
You can. You can become a permanent resident here in Thailand. The requirement is you have to live in Thailand for 3 years, minimum 3 years, and then you can apply to become a permanent resident here in Thailand. And Sing can help with that. That is a plan of mine that once I'm here 3 years, we're sort of 18 months right now. So I got another 18 months to go. Once I hit that 3-year mark, I am going to apply for permanent residency.
Wowzer.
Yeah.
One thing, guys, too, and we'll bring it up now. Like, I prefer no headaches, no hassles, no baloney. And so I look for professionals in their field. And Singh is a professional. He's not the cheapest agent by any means, nor do I want the cheapest agent. I want a guy that knows what the heck he's doing. And, you know, I've had situations, you know, getting married in Thailand, and what do you do? And how do I get my spouse on my retirement visa? Well, hey, bingo, go to the expert, man. I don't need the hassle. So he is fantastic. I'll just put a plug in for him.
And he was the only one that could do it.
Only one that could do it.
We went to a dozen agents, and all of them said you have to go back to your home country.
Well, and then you
to put your spouse on
becoming a resident. I never even thought of that, but he'd be the guy I'd go see.
Yes.
Heavens to Betsy. Yeah, you got that right.
Because he's in the middle of applying for his Thai citizenship.
Okay.
So he's got a lot of friends very, very high up. He's introduced me to the chief of police here. He's introduced me to the assistant mayor here. So through him, I've made a lot of good friends, you know, that are pretty high up.
Speaks fluent Thai, speaks fluent English as well as other languages, and married to a Thai.
Yeah.
So heavens to Betsy, you know, I like his job.
Yeah, but so that's the plan. Because once I became a permanent resident, I no longer have to do my retirement visa every year. I no longer have to do a 90-day report. It's just going to make life a lot easier, a lot stress-free.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Chris Wheeler, there's Chris, the big guy. Morning, guys. Can't wait to get back and pitch my suitcase in the dumpster after I got the Nutter Butters and Slim Jims out, of course.
Oh, thank you for that, Chris. You'll make Darlene's day. She loves her Nutter Butters, and I love my Slim Jims.
Stuart H, guys, does the hospital that you use do a comprehensive health checkup service? What sort of price would it cost? Thanks.
Okay, well, it ranges from between 2,000 and 5,000 baht.
Yeah.
Depending on which medical you want. The 5,000 baht, that's for the women because they have pap smears and different.
Well, you can do a men
bodies
one too that high, but you get a lot more.
No, the men one was, I think it topped out at 4,000.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. So 2,000 to 4,000, what's that? $70 to $140.
Yeah.
Thereabouts, depending on which medical you want. And for me, they checked every single thing, left nothing unchecked. I walked out of there feeling fantastic and know that it was thorough, and they got the latest equipment. And I did it at Jomtien Hospital.
Yeah. And you can do it without an appointment. You can walk in.
Yeah.
And
you walk in and they say, okay, register. All you need is your passport to register. And they register you on the computer system. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And then they say, okay, come back tomorrow morning. Just don't eat or drink anything 8 hours before your appointment.
Very impressed with the health services.
And you get your results the next day and a doctor's consultation with it.
Specialists too, guys.
Yeah.
You know, walk in.
Yeah.
That day.
Included in the price.
Yep. Fantastic
so it's all in.
value. Chris Wheeler, thumbs up, guys. Where is Tommy Lee?
Yeah, don't know where Tommy Lee is right now.
Robert Pierpont at Jevon Styles. You can buy Cambodian citizenship for $250,000 or invest $325,000 in a business, but that's really the only Southeast Asia country you can do that in. Okay, so yeah, why would you want to do that?
I wouldn't.
No.
I'd much rather just go for
basically buying another passport, I guess, what you're doing. A lot of retirement strategists. From 37 baht, we lost 4.15 baht per dollar, 11%. 30,000 US dollar income, you lost 33,000 baht on purchase power, or $3,300 purchase power then.
Yeah, it'd be 3,300, not 33,000.
It's gradual. It's happened gradual. So, take a few months for that. Took a few months. Alfa Romeo, Javon, Bangkok agent contact Jeff Gunter. Hope that helps.
Okay, thank you for that, Romeo. He's an agent. I take it, Jeff Gunter. That's an agent in Bangkok.
Alpha gets all around Thailand, so he knows the areas. Mike, guys, will I have any issues bringing a few prescriptions in my luggage clearly marked?
No. What I recommend you do, Mike, is do what I did. Is I went and saw my doctor, got a doctor's letter on headed paper and saying that I'm diabetic, I'm on this medication, and I've given, Mr. Cooper here a 90-day supply of medication. Give him time to get registered with another doctor until he gets that sorted, so he can go with his medical prescriptions. And I had zero issues.
Yeah. I took a trip to Australia in August, and Tony Montana asked if, hey, would I mind bringing back a 6-month prescription for him from, his doctor said, no problem. Yeah. Anyways, it gets dropped off to me at the airport. He says, have you got a letter, like a prescription? No, it was just a delivery guy. He didn't have it. Anyways, that's fine. Throw it in the luggage. Never got checked, never got asked, nothing. So
the only thing I will
better to be safe than sorry, but still.
The only thing I will like to add on to that, Mike, is hallucinogenics medication is not legal in Thailand. It's actually illegal.
Okay.
So my advice to you is if you're unsure, go onto the Thai website and check whether your medications are legal in Thailand before you come and get a doctor's letter or whatever else. Because there are a lot of alternative medicines that are not hallucinogenic that they do here for every condition that there is on the planet, that don't have the hallucinogenic effect on it. So if you're unsure, always check on the Thai government's website, and there's a little tab at the top where you can type in medications, and it'll give you the list of the ones that are not legal here in Thailand.
Yeah.
Anything that's hallucinogenic is illegal. Don't even try and risk bringing it in. Whatever you do, ask your doctor for an alternative and see what the alternative medication is for your ailment here in Thailand. If it's a hallucinogenic medication that your doctor's got you on that has that as a side effect, then check and see what the alternative is in your country and also in Thailand.
Yeah. If you can bring over 6 months or 1 year supply, even better probably. And once you're here, believe it or not, most medications are cheaper here than back in your home country.
80% cheaper.
Yeah, and a lot of them you don't even need a prescription. You walk in any of the local pharmacies and bought over the counter. And both of mine now, that's one's for a thyroid, and the other blood pressure, and you can just buy them over the counter without a prescription.
Yeah.
Okay, Alfa Romeo, hope the Thai government can manipulate the baht, but I think that's going to be a tough to do job in the near future. Yeah,
they did it before.
Okay.
They tied the baht to the US dollar at 30 baht.
Oh, okay. That's what they did. Yeah.
And they tied it to it. And I think they can do it again. But I think that the rate that they're going to be looking for is 35.
Okay.
It's going to be somewhere in the middle between 33 and 37. I think they'll probably go for like the 35 and tie it into that, because a lot of the Thai exporters are losing money right now.
Yeah. Tekken, I think iPhone 16 doesn't have a physical SIM card and only uses eSIM. I'm not sure how that will work since I have a Thai SIM with a number I have used for years. Okay.
Well, here's the thing, Tekken. I've got the iPhone 15 here, and my iPhone 15 in Thailand has the physical SIM. If you bought it in US, it's only an eSIM.
Oh.
They don't have the physical SIM.
Wow. There's something.
Food for thought there.
Something I didn't know.
Yeah.
Jimon Styles at Alfa Romeo. That's awesome. I just watched Jeff Gunter video on the Thai tax situation. I'll definitely reach out to him. Good.
Yeah.
Daily Joe Rogan. So if you become a resident of Thailand, you won't have to worry about the 99-year lease.
No, you still do.
Okay.
The only way you get around that is if you become a Thai citizen.
Okay.
Now, you can go straight from being a retiree to a citizen here. Lot harder process. Sing's in the middle of it right now. Me personally, I'd rather go for the permanent residence, and because when I become a permanent resident, my immediate family becomes a permanent resident too automatically.
Oh, okay.
So Darlene and the kids will become a permanent resident automatic.
Right.
I have to do nothing. They get it, inherit it through me. And when I pass away, Darlene and the kids wouldn't have to leave Thailand. They could stay here. They'd still be permanent residents.
Good to
know. The only way you get away with the land thing is if you become a Thai citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. Options. Jimon Styles, has anyone's income tax situation changed since moving to Thailand? No. Is tax law something Singh handles?
No, Singh does not handle the Thai tax law at all. The one that does handle the Thai tax law is called, trying to think of their name, Siam Legal.
Oh, I wouldn't trust those guys as far as I could throw them.
Really?
Yeah.
I rate them
highly. I've seen a couple of their videos, and it's FUD. They create a lot of fear, uncertainty. They're just trying to generate their own income. I would talk to Singh. He'll probably know a decent one if you need one. But
tax lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're starting a business here, like some expats want to start a bar or whatever, restaurant. Well, then, yeah, you're going to have to follow Thai income taxes. But as far as a retire, an expat, I wouldn't even get too worried about that.
Well, here's the problem. As a retiree in Thailand, you can't legally work.
Exactly.
So because you can't legally work as a retiree here in Thailand, you can't have a Thai tax ID either.
Bingo.
So you can only get a Thai tax ID if you have a business license here, if you have a work permit, something like that, or you're an investor.
Yep.
There's got to be, you know, a visa type, certain visa type to get the Thai tax ID. So right now, all this FUD that's going on in the news about people paying taxes here, if you go to the Thai tax office and you tell them I'm here on a retirement visa, I need a Thai tax number, they're going to say, go away.
Yeah, there's the door.
Well, we don't give retirees Thai tax IDs.
Yeah.
So how are you going to file taxes in Thailand if you don't have a tax ID? You can't. It's a double, you know, edged sword there. You know, one foot is saying this and the other foot saying that, and they're both going in separate directions. Until they change that rule, I can't see that anybody's going to get hammered for tax here in Thailand. And I can tell you right now, no expat that's been here on a retirement visa has been hammered for tax, because if it did, it would be all over YouTube, all over news. It would be all over the expat forums, and it's just not happened.
I've not.
So don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've not met any expat that has shown any amount of concern at all, nor ever filed a Thai tax. In fact, I've, you know, chatted a lot of Thais. They don't even file. You know, whether they're maybe self-employed on contract basis, they have their ways around it, I suppose. But they don't file. You know, not unlike the West, where everybody does. Daniel Hall, I take 8 medications through the VA for years now. Am I allowed to bring a supply with me to Thailand? Yes,
as long as they're not hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
And we do have a VA clinic here in Pattaya now.
Oh, good.
It's opened a couple months ago, and they have a VA doctor there, and you can continue getting your VA meds here in Thailand. So fantastic for those that are on VA benefits. So double check with the immigration to make sure they are legal. They're not hallucinogenic. They don't have any hallucinogenic drugs in your medication, and you should be okay.
Good. It's good news about the VA. Cool. Javon Styles, I need to find out the price unavailability of some medications I'm taking before my arrival next month. Is there an English-speaking option when you call Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya? Absolutely.
They all speak English there.
Yeah.
So if you call Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya, they will speak English. That is one of the criteria for the people to work there. They must be able to speak English.
Yeah. Javon Styles, price and availability, I mean.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Mike, guys, when I bring cash into the country at the airport, what Thai baht money denomination should I get? Oh, well, you'll get a variety. I mean, 1,000 baht notes are common. 100 baht notes are common. 500, you know, you'll get whatever you decide.
Yeah. 1,000 baht notes is only $30 US thereabouts. I would get a mixture of 1,000 and 500s and 100s, simply because sometimes the taxi drivers or whatnot may not have change.
Yeah.
So I do that. So I got it covered. I've had delivery drivers turn up here, and the bill may be 300-400 baht, and I go to give them 1,000 baht note, and they say, "Oh, I don't have change." And then you turn around and say, "Okay, you know, I don't want it. Take it back." All of a sudden, they come out and they got change.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that one.
I would say I don't think you need to bring a lot of cash in. Obviously, if you don't have your Wise card or a way to, you know, set up transfers, and you probably want cash. But if you do bring cash, I'd keep it in an emergency. You know, that's what I would do. In my case, I simply had Wise set up. I had Thai baht sitting in the Wise jar, and then I went to that ATM in the airport, make sure they go, "Oh yeah, it worked. There comes, you know, I got 10,000 Thai baht out," you know, and they'll typically always kick out 1,000 note. 1,000 baht notes. So now, you know, I keep some of them in the condo, and I really look for 100 notes, because you use that typically everywhere.
Yeah.
As Coop said, not everybody can. They don't want to see 1,000 baht note at the local restaurant or at the Rompo market because they ain't got that much change typically. 500s you might get away with, hundreds everyone's got. So Daily Joe Rogan. So Brooke, how do your tax in Canada living in Thailand? Yeah, that's a simple question. I file as a Canadian resident. I file on time. I get my deductions. Luckily for me, last year I got married, so I got a marriage deduction. Save me some nice tax money.
Yeah.
And so that's good. So that's where I do my filing. I keep my residency there. My pensions are fine. They go into my bank account there. And, some years I have to pay, other years I get refunds. Last year I got a refund, which was nice. So that's basically how that works. Do I plan on filing in Thailand? Absolutely not.
No.
My feet will be doing the walking out the door if that's what they think they're going to do. So
no, I can't see it.
Yep. The Music Sanctuary. Greetings, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. I'm late to the show, but hope you folks are well and had a great vacation.
Better late than never. And thank you, Music Sanctuary. We did.
Jack Bree, Coop, how did you get on with your vapes traveling overseas?
No problems.
So
I wasn't stopped with my vapes leaving Thailand or coming back into Thailand. Had no issues with that whatsoever.
Some of the countries were illegal that you visited, or legal, or no? Didn't have
all of
any
them were
issues?
legal.
Okay.
In England, there was vape shops everywhere.
Oh wow!
Everywhere there was vape shops, hundreds of different of vapes.
Yeah.
Had no issues whatsoever anywhere in Europe.
I forget about Australia, but I heard, I didn't check, but I'm over $50 a pack for cigarettes in Australia, and I don't think vapes are legal there. So it's just,
well, they are until the end of the year, and then you can only buy them through the pharmacy.
Is that okay, Australia? There you go, bingo. Robert Pierpont, is it true that only Thai people can write sightseeing tour guide buses or businesses in Thailand?
Yes.
Okay.
There are a lot of things that only Thai people can do. For example, the boat trips that they got out here,
right?
Only a Thai person can operate the boat.
Okay.
I've been scuba diving with a couple scuba diving clubs out here. There always been Thai people operating the boat.
Operating the boats.
Foreigners aren't allowed to. If you want to own your own boat and go out with friends, that's legal. But as soon as you charge any money, it must be a Thai person operating it.
Yeah. Makes sense. Alfa Romeo, I use Siam Legal in Bangkok to obtain my Thai privilege visa. Well, isn't he privileged?
Yeah.
Very professional and informative. Thumbs up. As for the videos on taxation I watched, like Brooke mentioned, I call bullshit on that.
Yeah.
So it depends on what they're doing for you, I guess.
Yeah. Subject. Yeah.
Lotto retirement strategist. Question: would a U.S. phone be easier to use than a Thai formatted iPhone?
Would a U.S. iPhone be easier to use than a Thai formatted iPhone? No. Because iPhones are in multiple languages, and when you buy an iPhone over here, like I did, I bought my iPhone here.
Oh yeah, you bought it here.
Yeah.
It's all in English.
It was all in
Thai
English. Nope, had no issues with it whatsoever.
And did they set that up for you at the shop? Okay.
I said I want all English settings. I don't want it in Thai anywhere.
And which store did you buy that at?
At the iPhone store at the mall, at Festival Mall.
Okay.
Yeah, we bought it. Yeah,
good to know.
Zero issues.
Yeah. JJ, hi guys. Do you recommend supplemental car insurance other than the free first year provided by car dealership?
Okay.
Good question.
Here's what I got with my Thai dealership, both with the Toyota truck when I bought that, and now the SUV, the Everest with Ford. I got the top insurance in Thailand.
Through the dealer?
Through the dealer for free for the first year. It was included in the sales price.
Okay.
So that's the A1 insurance. It's like the best of the best, fully comp, covers for every single thing, including hospital in the event of an accident for you and your passengers. And here's the beauty of when you get Thai insurance on a vehicle in Thailand, it's not covered only for the driver's name that's on the insurance policy, or the owner of the vehicle. It's covered for any driver.
It covers the vehicle.
It covers the vehicle,
in
not
the
the
vehicle
driver.
is covered.
So, for example,
Smart.
if you say to me, Cooper, can I borrow your car? I need to go do some shopping, and I can't get it all on my scooter. And I said, sure, here you go. Here's the key. Way you go, Mr. Brooke Schneider. My insurance covers you.
Bingo.
Yeah, to drive any driver, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say after the first year, then you maybe want to look for your private insurance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think James did that with his bikes, got the first year covered, and then, they came due, and bingo, he's with an outfit. So Jack Bree, 7-Eleven change 1,000 baht bills. Yeah, they do. Some of them, they want you to spend a minimum amount. Our local one here prefer that.
Yeah.
But that's usually where I go, believe it or not, to change my thousands, is at the 7-Eleven. A lot of retirement strategists question, why does the Thai iPhone have an eSIM slot?
Their eSIM is not a slot. The physical SIM is a slot.
Yeah.
Okay. The eSIM is you just download it onto your phone.
So you have
on the app
a 15, correct?
I have a 14.
A 14, okay. And does it have a slot?
It's got a slot. Yeah, it's got a slot right here.
It has the eSIM as well.
Correct.
Okay.
So I can do either.
Oh, bingo. That's good to know.
Yeah. So the reason Thailand's got a slot and the US version doesn't, I have no idea.
No.
I have no idea, other than the version of it that they make here in Thailand, because iPhone has their own factory here.
Okay.
And so does Samsung. They make it with a slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the US market, they don't.
No.
Yeah.
So eSIM typically you won't have a slot. eSIM is internal to the phone. A slot would be separate for
physical SIM.
Physical SIM.
Yeah. But mine can do both.
Yours can do both, correct. Yeah. Given Styles, this may be a dumb question, but let's say you buy a villa with a 30-year land lease and the landowner wants to sell the land to a developer. Will my lease block that sale? If it's a legitimate lease, yes.
Okay, here's how it works, Javon. When you buy the house from these developers, okay, you're buying the complete package, the house and the land. All right. So let's say the house is, for argument's sake, 10 million baht. Okay, I'm just making up a figure. It can be more, it could be less. All right. They're not only selling you the house, which is worth 5 million, and the land, which is worth 5 million, putting a land lease on it. No, they're selling you the whole package. What they'll then do is they agree with the land office, and they make a contract with the land office, and it's signed into law. It's been passed in law for over 30 years. And this is something that's been going on for a long, long time in Thailand. The lawyer will draw out the contract with the land lease office that you keep that land for the total of what you want, 30 to 90 years. And that it's automatically renewed every 30 years. And the developer has no way of getting out of that. They want to move on to the next project. They don't want to own any land. They want to move on. They want to sell it. They want to move on to the next project, make more profit there, and keep building and building and building. So it's the contract that you have is with the land lease office, not with the developer. So that's the way it works. The developer just agrees on the contract that you go that route, and their hands are clear of that project, and you deal with the land lease office, and you can keep it for 90 years, up to 90 years. And then what you do is your grandchild or your great grandchild would sell it to their brother or sister, and then they can continue that for 90 years as well.
Oh, wow.
So
definitely something
it's a win-win for everybody.
The contract, it's contract law, and it is legal, and it would be protected.
Yeah.
You need a good lawyer.
So there's no way that they could say, oh, well, the owner wants the land back or anything like that, because the title stays with the land office, with the government.
Alpha Male Brooke, file what in Thailand? This grasshopper is learning from the masters. Yeah, you don't file. Jack Bree, Lotto, all phones are international.
Yes.
Mike Baker, hit the thumbs up before the live stream ends, gang.
Oh, and thank you. We're coming to an end now. We're almost at 2 hours.
Jack Bree, vapes illegal in Australia, now only by prescription. Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. I think that's what they're implemented. Yes.
Mike, guys, I'm curious if either of you plan to return and live in your home country or stay until the end of time?
Yeah, no, I'm done. That's it. I am retired here. I have no intentions of ever living in America or England ever again.
Yeah.
And I'll be here till the day I die.
Well, I never say never. I'm a young guy, so we'll see what unfolds. Currently, though, my plan is to stay here in retirement. No plans on going back. I'm not happy with how Canada has gone, as some of you are with your own countries. So, no, there's enough here of interest and things to do and happiness that why not just stay and enjoy the rest of your life here.
Yeah, 93 people online. Please hit the thumbs up. It's really appreciated. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. It's free. I don't know why you guys don't hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. And about 42% of our viewers are not subscribers.
Wow,
Yeah.
that seems very strange.
It hurts you absolutely zero. It doesn't cost you a penny. What it does is it helps YouTube promote it to other people. And that's what we're trying to do, help as many people as we can.
Juan Styles, does anyone ever buy anything besides food in Terminal 21 or just in the night markets? To me, it looks like an amazing place to walk around in with free aircon. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we go there shopping quite a lot. There's a good grocery store in Terminal 21. It's got a lot of expat products in it. We like that. A lot of meats and stuff from all over the world. Got a subscriber there. He goes there to buy his Cheerios on a regular basis because it's the cheapest place that he's found in the area to buy his Cheerios, and he absolutely loves Cheerios. So he goes there and buys them there because they're more affordable there. So we do. We go there. I buy my sandals there. Darlene likes to go there when her shops have sales.
The girls, with Jackie.
The girls like their sales.
H&R is one of the shops.
H&M.
And they have different vendors in the middle of the malls, and they can change, And so Jackie will shop there for clothes that are on sale. I'm like Coop. I bought sandals there, but they were on sale. They were Skechers, and I think there was 40% off. Yeah, typically I don't buy at the stores there. I find them too expensive compared to, as you say, the night market. But if there's a sale on, you can sometimes get a good deal.
I buy my Skechers there because I'm diabetic. And the memory foam in the shoes really help take care of my feet.
Yep. Yeah. Robert Pierpont, how much was an iPhone 14 in Thailand?
I can't remember. My wife
you had a 15.
Is it a 14 or I don't know which
15.
One. Is it?
Yeah. What are you saying 14 for?
I have
16
no
just
idea
came out,
and
you bought yours last year, so you bought the 15, Junior.
Okay, but maybe it is the 15. I must be losing it.
You're getting old.
I have no idea which version I got. But yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. Never had any problems with it. Darlene knows more about the prices than I do. I don't know.
Yeah,
what I paid for it.
I think here the new one started around $1,000. If you buy an SE here, it's going to be less. But
yeah.
Mike Baker, you're right, Brooke. Canada sucks now, just like the Leafs. Oh, no. Sens won 2 back-to-back games, okay? Ottawa Senators. Mike Baker against the Leafs. So there you go. Leafs dropped 2 in a row. Hope Warrior of 1. I got so enchanted about Thailand because of your channel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your videos are to the point and very genuine.
And thank you for that, Hope. Very, very much appreciated. Glad we can help.
Javon Styles, can you buy the Android streaming boxes or Fire Sticks in Pattaya?
Yes, we buy them at Tookcom.
Yep.
And will pre-program it for you whatever you want on there.
Yep.
And it's worked fantastic. Never, ever had a problem with
it. I bought it, guys, just so you know, strictly, for 2 things. I like CNBC for my financial channel, and I love the NFL.
Yeah.
And I can happily report it works perfect for both.
Yes.
And I was able, there's a lot of apps on the bottom of mine, and I went through each one individually, favorited all the channels I thought, and I can get any game. I get the NFL Red Zone now. And mind you, I'm up during the middle of the night. Sometimes they start at midnight here on a Monday. Yeah. Sunday night, midnight, but yeah. So yeah, it works great, guys. A lot of retirement strategists at Jack Bree. The Thai iPhone has a different radio frequency than the US iPhone. That I did not know. I think the physical slot is for use traveling to countries that still offer physical SIMs.
Yeah, like Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daily Joe Rogan. I did 2 Warrior. How much is Fire Stick there?
Don't know how much Fire Stick is. I didn't buy a Fire Stick here. I bought an Android box.
Yeah.
And I think it was between 1,000 and 2,000 baht, wasn't it, Brooke? You were with me when we bought it. What did we pay for it?
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I think it was 1,300 or 1,200.
Yeah. So it was around about 40 bucks.
And the subscription, the subscription was more than the box. But
yeah,
that's good for a year.
They put YouTube on there, Roku, and Netflix, and IPTV, and Wiz TV, and all the apps that I wanted on there. They downloaded it for me.
Yeah. And then the subscription we went with was out of England, I think it was.
Yeah, for our Wiz TV.
Yeah, for Wiz TV, that was it. Yeah, it works good.
I swear by Wiz, much better than IPTV. Yeah.
Daily Joe Rogan, I use IPTV on the Fire Stick. Okay. Yeah. Well, this Wiz works great.
It does. And it's cheaper too.
Daily Joe Rogan, I paid 15 Canadian for IPTV for 2 devices. Well, that's good buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alfa Romeo, Pin says hello to all of you. Pin's a sweetheart, by the way. She's looking forward to the really good secret taco restaurant. I think the margaritas had a positive effect.
Oh, she did enjoy it there when we went there, didn't we?
Pin is quite tiny, but loves to eat.
She's a sweetheart.
And Romeo, he needs to feed her 6 times a day.
Good. She's always smiling. Always
smiling, and always positive. Mike, what you going to the auto show, or when are you going?
March next year.
That was fun, guys. Yeah. I mean, even if you're not looking to buy a car, it's fun just to go look.
Yeah.
I mean, they had Bugattis there, they had Bentleys, Rolls, they had
Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Toyotas and Fords and everything else.
Oh, and every name I never heard of from China. And it's interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Hope Warrior 1, Cooper, do you think I could live there as a single female, older, but very young in all areas? Absolutely.
Yes, a lot of our female subscribers do. Yeah. And we had another 4 join us last night at the meet and group.
Yep.
4 brand new females, never met them before in my life.
No.
And they subscribers to our channel, and they made the big move over here.
Everyone was smiling.
And everybody was having a fantastic time. Yeah. So, you can do it.
It's safe, and it's, quite common now. So,
well, the girls say that. I asked the single female women that are here, and even the married women that are here, married to expats that come over here to Thailand, and I asked them, how does it feel here compared to the West? And they said, fantastic.
Yeah, safer.
They don't get the wolf whistling. No. They don't get harassed. They don't have to worry about walking alone at night and watching over their shoulder to see if anybody's following them. They said they feel fantastic and safe here.
Yeah.
I mean, and that is a big, huge plus.
Half the populace in our Western countries are female, and they experience the same hardships that, say, an average expat male experiences.
Oh, of course.
And, heavens to Betsy, the cost of living here, why shouldn't they enjoy it? So, don't be afraid, girls. Come on over. You'll be happy. It's like the rest of us.
And we got quite a few female subscribers.
Absolutely. Yep.
So you'll fit right in. No problem. And the last comment goes to
Javon Styles. Are there any new Villa videos upcoming on the channel, Coop?
It all depends on Sean, but I'm sure there will be. Yes.
Okay, good to know. Jack Bree, Lotto, I have Android and have no problem all over the world.
Yeah, I have no problem with my Android either. So that's it for today's live stream. Thank you all for coming on here. The 85 people that are still watching, it is really, really appreciated. And until next time, wherever you are, Bitcoin's going up. Look at that,
482.
Yeah, so
Bingo.
It's going up. Loving it. A Cooper's favorite saying. Until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all.
Get some.
And stay tuned.